Hello and welcome to my video. I'm Habi. This video is an educational video and I will give you guys facts about the horror genre. During this video, I would quite often mention the word genre. Genre is a French term and means type, but of course not type of shoes. More like types of books or types of music, and of course type of movie. The type of movie we're gonna talk about, of course, is horror. Bloody, frightening, scary horror. Now you will meet Annie. In today's history class, Annie learned about Edgar Allan Poe, Mary Shelley, and Bram Stoker. These three famous Gothic authors can be seen as the first horror authors at all. This class gave Annie the idea to make her own horror movie. Therefore, she made a list of which points she needs to be aware to make her own horror movie. For example, character, setting, props, techniques, and of course, the audience. The first point on the list we will talk about is the point of the characters. As we know, every horror movie has certain characters. I mean, what would be a horror movie without a crazy evil force or a killer? Love couples are often present in horror movies. The search for privacy and togetherness leads them into isolation of the group. Distracted by each other, the couple displays an easy victim for every villain. The couple is used to build tension. The pretty girl is the typical female victim and shows pattern of the woman in the refrigerator. She needs protection and is vulnerable. Her main mission is to be good looking and to attract male audience. She's often characterized as dumb and bothersome. Even if she's not the smartest, she will of course not be killed at first. But if she dies, she will be killed brutally. Every movie needs a hero. The traditional horror has a male character as hero, whereas today's horrors intend to use strong, independent female protagonists. The gallant hero is the only one who tries to fight against the villain. Due to the fact that horrors mostly don't end with a happy ever end, the hero gets murdered in the fight against the villain. Old wise characters are in possession of knowledge about the previous happenings. They try to warn the protagonist but are often ignored or as crazy declared. The villain is mostly an invulnerable evil character and often depicted as evil serial killer, monster or vampire. But there are also more abstract antagonists like deadly diseases that turns humans into zombies, evil forces, demons or masked killers. The next point we have to think about is the location and the time of the movie. When we speak about location and time in movies, we also use often the word setting. Actions in horror films occur traditionally in locations which connote isolation and loneliness. These settings could be hospitals at night, graveyards, small villages, or in the middle of a forest. And these places are often in relation to negative events or have dark secrets. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is one of the most famous horror movies ever, which has been filmed over several times. It's a great example for use of props. For example, the chainsaw, blood, screams, masks, and dark rooms, dark settings. The next thing we need to talk about is the music. Like in every genre, music contributes a large part in the process of creating a certain ambiente. Music in horror movies is often dark and scary. Often we don't even realize that music is playing, since it sounds like screams or weird noises. Perspective shots or point of view shots give the audience the chance to see things from a personal perspective. In horror, point of view shots are often used to switch in the position of the antagonist. The common example is the situation: the stalker who's outside sees the kid, the victim, through the window. Seeing what the character sees can give the audience a link of his intention and sometimes access to his thoughts. An extreme close-up is a very close image. Depicting images very close makes it more likely that the targeted group identifies with the pictured image. Young adults in the age between 15 and 25 are the major audience group of this genre. With the puberty, the urge to explore themselves and their fear rises. A constant seeking for adrenaline and adventures triggers. Within the horror genre, young adults can be provided this thrill. The morals of adults and elders often do not get along with the unnatural and violent events in horror.